왜? 아이스크림이 뭐죠?
It kicked off like every modern celebrity frenzy, quiet, sneaky, almost invisible, before exploding into something nobody could ignore. A name dropped here, a comment surfaced there, an old photo from some event weeks or months back resurfaced. And just like that, two worlds smashed together across timelines, platforms, and fan bases. Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. Before anyone could catch a breath, before anyone could separate rumor from reality, the pairing was unavoidable. First, it felt random, shocking, almost absurd. An explosive NFL wide receiver, famous for pinpoint routes and jaw-dropping touchdowns. And a Grammy-winning superstar whose life has been an open book for years. Stadium lights and hip-hop stages rarely intersect this blatantly. But in today's digital era, proximity is narrative, and narrative moves faster than facts. Within hours, fan accounts were piecing together proof. Old event photos resurfaced. Appearances got reanalyzed frame by frame. Who stood where? Who posted from which city? Who liked what comment and when? Every tiny digital breadcrumb became part of a growing theory. TikTok creators added dramatic music and slow zooms. Twitter threads mapped timelines like amateur detectives at a crime scene. Instagram posted side-by-side images with wide-eyed captions. What might have been a small rumor became a headline-grabbing saga. The pairing shocked not because celebrities cross industries, they do, but because of timing. Cardi B's name already carried weight. Her public romantic history, layered with breakups, reconciliations, viral fights, and heartfelt moments, had fans hooked. They followed every high and low in real time. So when Diggs' name joined the chatter, it wasn't just gossip, it was gasoline, and gasoline spreads fast. Sports fans freaked differently than hip-hop fans, which only turned up the volume. NFL circles were baffled. Where did this even start? Meanwhile, pop culture pages leaned in, treating it like a blockbuster crossover event. Two massive audiences suddenly obsessed over the same speculative thread. And through it all, Diggs stayed silent. Silence in the digital era is dangerous because silence never stays neutral, it gets read. For some, silence screams confirmation. For others, strategy. Comment sections exploded with the same question. If it isn't true, why not just say so? Others pushed back. Celebrities don't owe the internet explanations. Not every rumor deserves oxygen. But the longer the quiet dragged on, the louder the conversation roared. Cardi B, meanwhile, carried on posting as usual. Confident, expressive, unfiltered. But suddenly even normal posts were mined for meaning. A caption that once meant nothing now felt loaded. A lyric snippet became secret code. An emoji triggered debate. That's the thing about rumors. Once they take shape, everything bends to them. Days passed. Headlines multiplied. Reaction channels dissected. Radio hosts joked on air. Even sports commentators winked subtly. Half laughing, half intrigued. Through it all, Diggs stayed composed publicly. Practice interviews, game prep, precise answers about football, but pressure stacks in layers. When your name trends for reasons unrelated to your craft, it hits differently. Athletes train for game day intensity. They train for physical impact. They train for competition. They do not train for romantic speculation amplified to millions. The field has rules, social media does not. And then finally, the moment arrived. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't explosive. No livestream meltdown. No cryptic rant. No viral clapback. It was controlled, measured, deliberate. Diggs spoke. The setting wasn't theatrical. It wasn't staged for shock value. That almost made it stronger. Instead of fueling drama, he addressed it calmly. His tone wasn't defensive. It wasn't overly emotional. It carried something subtler, a mix of composure and fatigue. The kind born from watching your name spin in stories you didn't write. He didn't attack anyone. He didn't escalate. He didn't assign blame. But he made one thing clear. Speculation is not reality. The phrasing left room for interpretation. He dismissed the noise without dissecting every detail. He redirected attention toward his career, toward responsibility, toward control. For many fans, that was enough. They praised his professionalism. That's how you handle it, they raved. Others weren't satisfied. Carefully worded, some scoffed. Not a denial, not a confirmation, just a slick redirection. An ambiguity? Oh, it fuels engagement, whether intended or not. Sometimes ambiguity is the safest route in a world that crucifies absolutes. But in a culture obsessed with clarity and drama, calm redirection feels frustrating. TikTok body language analysts zoomed in on every twitch, smirk, and blink. Was that amusement, irritation, or straight-up sarcasm? The internet treated a composed answer like a puzzle begging to be solved. Meanwhile, Cardi B's name kept trending right alongside his. The cultural layer here runs deeper than gossip. Athletes and rappers have always collided. Courtside seats, locker room playlists, mutual respect built on performance, discipline, ego, and ambition. But toss in romance speculation, and admiration mutates into narrative. And narrative sticks. For Diggs, this wasn't about album drops or music charts. It was about reputation and focus. An NFL career demands precision and consistency. Distraction is the enemy. Being yanked into a pop culture whirlwind, destabilizing. Yet, he stayed grounded. And that grounding may have been the real flex. Speaking out isn't always shutting rumors down. Sometimes it's drawing boundaries, signaling not every viral theory deserves attention. Here's the truth. The internet rarely admits that rumors don't need confirmation to hit hard. Millions connect two names, and that link lingers, trending or not. That's why moments like this feel bigger than they look. It's not about truth or falsehood. It's about how fast narratives form, how silence becomes a storyline, and how addressing something doesn't always end it. And then there's Cardi B. Whenever she enters a story, the volume spikes. She isn't a side character, she is the headline. Years of transparency, humor, vulnerability, and raw honesty built a persona fans connect to. They don't just follow her music, they follow her life. They've witnessed growth, heartbreak, triumph, mistakes. That visibility fuels investment. So when her name links to someone new, even hypothetically, it's never casual. It ignites conversation, sparks protective instincts in her fan base, flays fast, defenses spike, narratives get questioned. Strangers online become self-appointed guardians of her reputation. At the same time, curiosity spreads beyond her core audience. Casual observers lean in. Critics question motives. Some claim strategy. Others treat it as pure entertainment. Another chapter in the endless celebrity saga. Memes explode. Threads multiply. Think pieces appear. The internet thrives on the proximity of powerful names. But beneath the chaos lies a harder truth. The intensity of reaction often shows more about audience appetite than the stars themselves. Fame invites projection. Gaps fill with assumption. Body language becomes proof. Timing becomes intent. Silence equals confirmation. In reality, what's being analyzed may be nothing more than coincidence amplified by the spotlight. That's where Diggs subtly shifted the tone. Rather than fueling frenzy, he leaned into composure. He didn't validate every assumption. He didn't escalate tension. In doing so, he indirectly showed how quickly speculation explodes when two high-profile people simply exist in the same orbit. The story ultimately reveals as much about digital culture as it does the individuals involved. We live in an era where visibility equals vulnerability, where connection feeds. All right, fam, let's break this down and be honest. This isn't just another celebrity rumor. This is the kind of storyline that grabs headlines, trends on TikTok, dominates Twitter threads, and makes your group chat explode. You've seen how Stefon Diggs stayed calm, collected, and basically ignored the chaos while the internet went full detective mode. You've seen Cardi B's every post, caption, emoji, and lyric get dissected frame by frame like some kind of pop culture CSI. And you're still here, watching, thinking, did this even happen? Is it true? Or is it just digital drama at its finest? Here's the thing, the truth barely matters anymore. The narrative, the speculation, the sheer chaos of fandom obsession, that's what's going viral. And that's exactly why we're breaking it all down for you. We've followed every screenshot, every side-by-side image, every slow zoom TikTok, every gossip thread, and yes, even those half-laughing, half-judging sports commentators. The internet treated this as a puzzle, and you know it. You were part of it, scrolling, debating, commenting, and sharing. That's the power of fame in 2026. Proximity alone can ignite a digital wildfire. Now, before you scroll away thinking, okay, but what's the point? Listen, this isn't just entertainment. It's a masterclass in digital culture, celebrity influence, and audience obsession. Silence, for example, is no longer neutral. For some, Diggs' calm response was a MIC drop. For others, careful wording was pure fuel for more theories. Ambiguity became a weapon, feeding curiosity and engagement without him even trying. And let's be real, Cardi B didn't even have to participate. Her fans were ready to defend her, dissect every post, and create their own evidence. That's the phenomenon we're living in. Visibility equals vulnerability. Every tweet, every TikTok, every Instagram story gets pulled apart, and fans are just waiting for the next puzzle piece. But here's the kicker. This is about more than just Stefon Diggs and Cardi B. This is about you, the audience. Your obsession. Your need to analyze, debate, and even project onto these celebrities. That's the engine behind this frenzy. Every reaction, every meme, every think piece proves one thing. In the digital age, the story doesn't belong to the stars. It belongs to the fans. And if you're watching this, you are part of it. You are fueling it. Every share, every comment, every "did you see this?" pushes this narrative further. That's why content like this blows up. It's interactive, participatory, and addictive. So here's what we're asking you to do. Don't just scroll past. Don't just like and move on. Dive in. Comment your take. Were you on team "this is legit"? Or "nah, this is overblown"? Which moment from Diggs' calm response caught your attention? Was it the composure, the subtle smirk, or the way he turned the spotlight back to his career? And when Cardi B posted that emoji, that lyric, that side-eye caption, what did it really mean? Let's get real. We know you analyzed it. Share it. Debate it. Tag your friends. Build the threads. That's how these stories live longer, stay trending, and get every gossip outlet talking. And here's another thing. Don't forget the bigger picture. This is a lesson in strategy, fame, and media mastery. You've seen it. Diggs didn't escalate, didn't attack, didn't validate every assumption. He stayed grounded, turned the narrative toward his craft, and let the chaos exist around him. That's influence. That's power. That's how you control a storyline without ever needing to yell. And Cardi B, she's a force of nature. Every post is a headline, every move is analyzed, every reaction magnified. That's why fans obsess, why the internet can't get enough, and why moments like this become cultural touchstones. Now, imagine this. You're not just watching history unfold, you're actively shaping it. Every comment you leave, every theory you post, every TikTok stitch or YouTube reaction you share, it all adds fuel to the narrative. You are part of this ecosystem. You are part of the drama. And let's face it, that's why these stories go viral faster than anything else. Engagement is king, and you are the audience that rules it. So here's our challenge. Don't just sit back. Hit that like button if you're hooked on this saga. Subscribe so you never miss the next update. Drop your hottest take in the comments. Team Diggs handled it perfectly or Team Cardi B dominates every timeline. Share it with your friends, your group chats, even your mom if she's secretly a fan. And don't hold back. Memes, theories, analysis, breakdowns, predictions. We want it all. The more you interact, the bigger the story grows, the longer it stays in the spotlight, and the crazier this digital drama becomes. Remember, fame today isn't just about talent, it's about visibility, narrative, and audience obsession. And if you want to be part of the conversation, part of the culture, part of the chaos, the time is now. Don't just watch history happen. Comment, debate, theorize, share, and make your voice heard. Because in a world where two names collide, every click, every comment, every reaction fuels the fire. And trust us, this is far from over. So, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, comment, and join the frenzy. Your take could be the next viral thread. Your meme could be the one everyone shares. Your theory could be the one everyone debates. This is your front row seat to one of the juiciest celebrity crossovers of the year. Be loud, be bold, and never stop engaging. The digital drama waits for no one, and neither should you.